It's happening. That's right. We're doing another CartNarc video. How long has it been? 4 months? 5 months since we've done this? I couldn't bear the rage that I possessed when I watched CartNarc. If you don't know me, or if you haven't seen any of my CartNarc videos before, I strongly despise him. With good reason, I think personally. I tend to get a lot of comments, which you can already probably see unless you're viewing this video earlier than those comments hit. They usually hit. It's quite common on these videos. CartNarc's acolytes, little guys who just sit there and CartNarc because they, for some reason, adore this man who's low-key kind of a piece of shit. And I hate to say that about people. I really usually try to be nice. Dad, ignore those. That's not true. Don't look at those. I didn't think I'd make any other CartNarc videos until I sat down in a hotel in Dallas, Texas, and I clicked on YouTube, and this came up on my feed. And it's bad. Bear with me, okay? Even you CartNarc fans, hear me out before you start making the comments. Let's get into the video, and then we can talk about it. All right? Sound good? Let's do it.
Tears, front of the store is there. There's a cart return there. Oh, that's not where the cards go.
Yeah, I'm also handicapped. Get over it.
Well, sir.
It ain't sir.
Pardon me. Maybe I can explain something for you. The reason this place is empty is so that folks can take their wheelchairs and go down this lane right here, right? So when you leave your cart there, you're blocking other people's handicap access.
Right off the bat, we're starting off hot. And we have CartNarc doing his little thing. Fully prepared to wait until some individual, that poor, sad, sorry sack of flesh, is sitting there, doesn't put their card up, and we're in this scenario. Pretty common. Honestly, it's the most common thing on this channel. The main thing to gain from this little bit of footage that we've already seen is that this person with a handicap tag parked in the handicap stall is refusing to put his card up, which again, I've never once said is a good thing. I agree you should put your card up, and if you don't put your card up, you're kind of a piece of shit. But in this scenario, this gentleman who is handicapped, who's parked in the handicap stall, I would argue handicapped people don't have to put their cards up. And here's why. Because they're usually incapable of walking or struggle to walk and are constantly in pain of some sense. Even if you don't know what they're struggling with, you shouldn't assume what they're struggling with or even play it off as like, well, I don't care. This person's walking, so obviously he can put the card. No, he still has a handicap tag. You understand what that means? It means per government standard, this person is given certain rights and privilege because of what they struggle with in their life. And it is none of your business or CartNarc's business to assume that. That's not your place to assume. It's no one's place to assume. If this person who already struggles with enough in their life because they have a handicap tag, that should be enough for you to put your hands up and back away. Leave them alone. They're already struggling with enough. And here I am, already fired up right in the beginning of it. We haven't even gotten into the meat of this. We gotta get into the meat. I gotta stop ranting.
Put a park crowd where handicapped can get to, sit all the way down there.
Well, it's only 3 spots down, and you made it more than 3 spots.
Listen.
I'm listening.
I have 7 cracks in my spine.
Sorry to hear that.
This hurts like hell. Walking down there when I don't have to, I'm not gonna do it. Sorry.
You walked out here.
Get over it.
Okay, now we have context. First of all, he didn't have to tell him that. He had his rights. He could have just gotten in the car and driven away. He still took the time to explain why he didn't put the card up. And what does CartNarc do? I'm so sorry about that, but you need to put your card up. I saw you walk out of the grocery store. Yeah, no shit, he walked out of the grocery store in excruciating pain, like he just explained. He had 7 cracks in his spine. 7 cracks in your spine. Do you know what that feels like? I don't know how that feels like. I don't want to know how that feels like. I'm sure it's incredibly painful. And if he doesn't want to walk anymore, good on him, okay? Oh man, like I can't imagine the amount of pain this man is in. And like he seems to be having a hard time just with everything, with life. And that's sad and that sucks. And I'm sorry. And I hope this gentleman has a good day. But for CartNarc to see this man, hear him say that and still be persistent. You need to put your card up still. You still need to do it. Get over yourself, dude. All right? I don't care if you're going to get X amount of views on this video. Leave this man alone. He's already going through enough. Put the card up for him. If you want to be so nice, If you want to be such an advocate, a card narketeer, whatever the fuck you call yourself, then leave them alone and put the card up. How about you help the people who already are having enough instead of just using them to milk views? But all right, let's keep seeing. Let's see what he does.
See, narketeers, this is where things get CartNarc's magnet right there. Just gonna put that right there. This is where things get a little testy. People always say, well, sir, have you changed your mind, hopefully? It's a magnet, says, don't return my shopping cart like a jerk. There you go, you found it.
Destruction of property. Do it again, I'll call law.
Sir, do you know what destruction means? Because your car's not destroyed in any what way.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Put something on my car, it's destruction.
What does destruction mean, sir?
Any damage done to a vehicle. I don't want the magnet on my car.
That's not damage. No, it's not damaging.
It doesn't matter. You put the magnet on there, don't go to my car. That's damage.
I don't know enough about destruction of property law, okay? But I'm with this guy in the sense that if somebody threw something on my vehicle, which is the only nice thing I have, if someone did that, I'd be pretty annoyed. I'd be pretty upset. And magnets can damage your car. Whether or not your lawyer says it's to an extent, it's very minimal, but they can technically damage your vehicle. Do I think it's worth calling the police because someone threw a magnet on my car? Also, no, I don't think so. That's not a main issue. This guy's using it as defense. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I'm more so annoyed that he had to get up out of his vehicle, walk out, and look at it. That already sucks. Knowing what he's dealing with, knowing that he walks in pain, that makes me sad to see that he had to get up out of his vehicle to take a magnet off of his car. And for CartNarc to throw it on there, fully expecting him to get up out of his car and walk around and pick it up after he clearly stated, hey, it hurts for me to walk, and CartNarc was still just like, oh, put the magnet on. How dense are you? Do you not understand? Like, you're using somebody who is already going through so much. You're just toying with them. This is a person with a life. And you're just fucking with them like this. Why? What's wrong with you? Are you okay? God, and for you people who love this guy, this CartNarc, and you praise him for being such a saint and helping and making the world a better place. Like, is it? Is he? Because to me, it looks like he's messing with people that don't deserve it. Even the people who do deserve it, technically, he's still just fucking with them. You know, leave him alone. Put the card up. Put the card up. That's all I want. Just somebody put the damn card. Just somebody, please. Just somebody.
I've talked to lots of different lawyers about this, and they say I'm totally within my rights. Now, sir, I thought you had a lot of pain that you got out just to move this magnet from your car. So that seems to rebut your first point.
It don't reflect my first point.
Rebut.
Touch my car again, and you're asked to be arrested.
For what? I'll put it over here where you can't see it, okay?
How awful of a statement is that? You just said you were in pain, but you got up and walked out of your car. That rebuttals your first point. You're not in pain because I just watched you walk. What? You're telling me that because you watched this man, you witnessed this man get up out of his car and pick up the magnet that you put on his car and then get back into his car, and that proves that his point is incorrect, that he isn't in any pain? No. No. Why would you assume that? How do you know what he's feeling? How do you know what he's going through in his body? Okay? If someone has a stomach ache and they say, ooh, I have a stomach ache, and you can see them walking around and moving, and you're like, ah, that proves my point. That person they're lying. They don't have a stomach ache because look at them. They're walking around. No, they're still in pain. They're still doing things. They're just in pain. It sucks. You don't want to be in pain, right? Right?
God damn it.
Now, sir, have you reconsidered? Where are you going now? See, I tricked you. I didn't put it on there.
One more time, bud.
Then what? Will you take your cart back?
No, I'm not.
Why not? Again, there seems like a lot of pain that suddenly went away the moment you didn't like your magnet on your car, so... Oh no, he scared me with his horn.
Next time I'll fucking run your ass over. Don't fucking...
Well, sir, there's a pole in the way. You can't do that. See, I'm moving away, so you can't run my butt over. He's giving me a stare of death like I've never seen before, narketeers. Sir, have you reconsidered?
You better hope to God there ain't a magnet on that fender.
Well, or else what, sir? Will you reconsider and think about your life?
No, I'm not. I'll be going to the police department.
And then lying to them about what damage means and destruction is?
It's not lying.
Sir, what does destruction mean?
I just told you, anything you do to someone's property is destruction.
Sir.
Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if it damages the property or not. That is destruction.
Define the word destruction for me without using car in it.
Get the fucking magnet off my car.
Sir, what's destruction mean? Forget the car. What does destruction mean?
Get the goddamn magnet off my car.
Why are you using curse words, sir, instead of being nice like me?
Oh my god, dude. It just boils my blood watching this. I can't understand how anyone can watch this and be like, yeah, this guy's great. He's a great kid. Are you serious right now? Are we watching the same thing? No, you're not being sweet. Sure, you may not be cursing at him, you may be calling him stupid little names and whatever, but like, that doesn't mean that your intentions are perfect. Do you see what you're doing? Do you guys see what he's doing? Sure, destruction of property destruction is a very harsh word, I guess, in the sense for him to be arguing about this back and forth. I think it's a pointless argument. The whole argument is dumb. It's just a card. Like, it really isn't that big of a deal. You know, he should have put it up. I never once said that this person, this poor man who is in the handicapped space, should have put the card up. I agree. I do agree with that. But also, his scenario and what he's going through makes it to where it's a little more forgivable for him to not put it up. And if you really, really want someone to put the card up, CartNarc should have. If he really cares that much, he could have helped this person who is handicapped in a handicapped space. Remember that. This person is handicapped. Government certified, handicapped. Are you reading the words coming out of my mouth right now? This man is handicapped and is not putting up the cart because he is in pain. And I feel it. I can already feel the comments are boiling down there. I can feel them boiling down there. Just look. You know, peel back the cover that CartNarc has put over your eyes. Okay? His little whoop skibbity doop doop and his cute little voice. Alright? And just fucking pay attention. Grow some empathy. You know? Become the Grinch and grow your heart 3 times and realize that this person is going through enough already. For him to come here and just fuck with them like this isn't helping anyone. The only gain from this is that this person had a really, really shitty day, and CartNarc comes away feeling like he's a saint because he told a handicapped guy to put a card up, and gets X amount of money off of these videos. Good job. Good job, CartNarc. You profited off the handicap. Oh. Fantastic, buddy. You're doing so good.
All right, he's calling the cops. Now, sir, I thought you were in some kind of dire pain, yet you've walked out in and out of your car a couple times. You threatened to run me over, which, by the way, is a threat of violence. That's an actual crime. What you've done is a crime. What I've done is actually nothing. I've tried to stand up for disability rights.
It's quite comical for CartNarc to be using other legal terms like you're threatening of violence by saying you're going to hit me with your car, when in actuality, CartNarc is harassing this man unprovoked, which then led him to become more defensive, which I would argue in a legal fight, he would probably end up being fine for running CartNarc over. Because in a sense, he was being harassed and did tell him to fuck off multiple times, and CartNarc was very persistent to the point that he felt threatened and then attacked him. Now, I'm not saying that he should run him over with his car, but I'm also saying I would look away. What do you think the noise CartNarc would make when he got hit would be?
And you don't want to waste police resources, do you, sir?
That's funny, because I got friends on police force, they don't give a shit.
I can't hear you, sir. What? You got friends? Sounds like you're talking about the good old boy network. So what's going to happen? Are you going to drive home and be nicer? Or are you going to get out and move your cart? Or, if you want, you can ask me nicely to put the cart back for you, and I will. That's an option for you. Are you texting somebody? Sir, it's taking quite a while to call the police department, number one. But number two, instead of doing that, you could say, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I shouldn't have left my cart out here blocking the disability access walkway, and then made some exaggerated claims about my own disability.
Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, right. You know, telling somebody your disability, which you didn't have to do in the first place, in detail, and explaining that you are in pain from 7 cracks in your spine is exaggerated detail. Cool, CartNarc. Yeah, great job, buddy. Great job. You just assumed someone's disability and the way they explained it to you is exaggerated. How dare you? That's all I really can say. How dare you do that? That's not cool. That's not fun. That's not like, why does no one talk about this? Why does no one care about this? You understand how shitty this is? I'm done. Like, I'm done with this video. I'm just gonna get angrier and angrier, and then I'm just angry all day, and I don't want to do that. But I'm angry for this man. Because that's not cool. That's not cool to say to anybody. Period. It's not cool to do. Not cool to accuse. And it's very uncool to post it on YouTube. Really think about that. Like, do you think he understands that? Do you think he even realizes that? I feel like none of y'all do either. Like, none of you people who subscribe to this channel, not mine, but CartNarc as a whole, do none of you sit down and realize, like, hey, maybe that's kind of shitty? And let me tell you something. If you're still watching this video and you're a CartNarcer, which for the most part, none of them actually finish any of my videos because I can tell because they didn't tell me in the comments. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hearing me out. But if you are one of them and you actually sat through this video and heard me out, I watched CartNarc when he first came out. I did. That's right. I was a CartNarc fan. And the more I watched him, the more I realized, hey, this guy's kind of being the worst. And he's kind of assuming the worst for people and kind of being shitty to them. And the more I watched him under that kind of like, oh, hey, maybe we should consider these people as people for once, the more I realized, oh, this guy is the worst. Actually. Like, he is. He's not helping anybody. If you still want to subscribe to CartNarc, do whatever you want to. Put your card up, okay? I've never once not said that. Like, I put my card up. I actually park next to the cart little area because it's pretty easy, because then you just, you know, you're right next to it. So look for those spots. Park next to the cart putting up area because it's a lot easier to do it that way instead of having to walk a long distance. Like, I get it to an extent. But put them up. Just put them up. With that, have a good week. Don't forget the golden rule. Like and subscribe, bitch! To me, not CartNarc.